If you are a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, or just happen to enjoy fantasy world storytelling, then this is a must-play game. Esoteric Ebb is a groundbreaking achievement in video game storytelling. It's not often that a game's writing leaves me in awe, but Esoteric Ebb is truly special in that regard. The story is deep, heartwarming, hilarious, and immersive in a way few games are. Even though the game is clearly inspired by D&D and Disco Elysium, it manages to carve out a stunning identity beyond those inspirations that drive it. Esoteric Ebb is a tabletop RPG turned computer RPG that is set in a mysterious post-arcane punk fantasy world. You play as a cleric who is basically a glorified government goon, and you are tasked with becoming a cleric of legends. After a tea shop explodes in the heart of the city, you are the one sent to investigate. As you tackle the city, you'll have to perform tabletop RPG dice rolls that will often determine life or death. Furthermore, when your life isn't on the line, you will struggle to maintain control as your stats are voices in your head that chime in at any given moment, and they all have conflicting viewpoints. This is a game about decisions, and every choice you make will lead you down a unique path. Which voices will you trust? What choices will you make? What questions will you ask? What magic spells will you utilize? And most importantly, who are you voting for in the election? We're hopping in now into Esoteric Ebb. I am so excited. I hope you are as well. Hope you enjoy this one. What a cool, very awesome game that, it's just bringing something so cool and fresh to the scene. D&D continues to pop off. I will admit I'm not someone who has ever participated in a D&D campaign myself. I just kind of lightly watched others. And the reason being is just it's such a time commitment. I just don't want to be like, yeah, I'll play. And then I never play with that group again and all of that. If I did it, I'd want to do it the right way. Find a group, have fun with it. But it's such a time commitment. I just haven't wanted to do that. So that's my only reasoning. It has seemed somewhat fun. But yeah, I like the idea of a video game that I kind of have a little bit more agency over the time commitment as my D&D. So here's my D&D campaign. I hope you all enjoy. It's in Esoteric Ebb. But anyways, all of these stats do very crazy different stuff. And they really explain them in this really awesome way. I'm not going to read all these passages just because they're really long and I already read through them as well, so I won't love doing that again. So I'll just give quick breakdowns. You're a smooth talker with more charisma, so you can kind of persuade people a lot easier, and you can make people your friend a lot easier. When you have wisdom, you are more selfless, and you have more faith and belief in people, and those people want to do right by you with more wisdom. With intelligence, it's ego, but you're able to remember important facts. You're able to use your wit to navigate certain situations that would be hard to navigate otherwise. And you remember the past, which is super important. You can remember those crucial details of things that have already happened. With constitution, it is like the gut feeling. You trust your gut. You have that bodily feeling that certain things are amiss when that is the case. And you retain your mortality and truthfulness. Then dexterity, probably my favorite trait. It's all about self-preservation. So if everything else is falling apart, if the house is on fire, you're able to preserve yourself, the individual. That sounds like my kind of trait. So that one has been the one that I want to make a little high. And I think I'll do that again. And then strength is going to show up lots and lots and lots. You're going to want to utilize your strength in order to get out of situations that if you were weaker, you wouldn't be able to. But it does kind of give you more of a unga bunga kind of brute force kind of way of that's kind of where you're leaning towards navigating certain scenarios. So while you do want strength to prevent death, do you want to use your strength in more or less threatening scenarios to just complete a goal? Because if you have high strength and you're not taking advantage of it, it's kind of a waste. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic on which exact ones that you prioritize. I think I really like dexterity. I think I do value intelligence quite a lot. And then I think I value charisma a lot. And then I'm basically going to pour most of the rest into strength. And then we will bump wisdom to 8. But we will not be a punching bag. We will be a revolutionary scribe is one I do like. Disillusionment, a city with ideals not held. One day you can choose the side The Emerging Democracy. You wrote Day and Night for Change and Glory. I do like this one. Extra Dexterity, which I already kind of hyped up, and Further Intelligence is really nice. The Esoteric Expert's also great. You spend most nights seeking esoterical insight. A lonely life you find. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Wisdom and Constitution, not bad either. And there's a bunch of these different kind of background focuses that you could kind of go with. I like One Friend as well. Is the Dexterity and Wisdom is nice. Extra Charisma, the newspaper wouldn't be the worst either. You got Crowd Pleaser, which doesn't honestly sound the worst as well. I kind of might go with Crowd Pleaser because I do like having good charisma to get people like... Yeah, I like the charisma. I like the intelligent. I like the dexterity. Those are probably the 3 stats I value the most. Once again, strength does really matter, but I just don't want to overcompensate. But we'll throw a little +2 there. And then maybe +3 on the intelligence. Is that how we want to navigate that? Or do we want to throw that in dexterity and then it gets +4? Let's do that. Let's do that instead. I like that. We're gonna make that our build. And I don't want to skip this. I almost did. That was been a mistake. An explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. The frailest cleric on record. Albeit one with incredible conversational skills. Oh, so this changes based on what you choose. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to always play the winning side. The campaign will take you from level 1 to level 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time, Chris. And that's the dev. Make sure to save often. You literally have no health. Yeah, we barely have 6 health. It's very, very little. Most things will kill you. Let's get this show on the road. Truth and nothing else. A voice declares Jor. What is your name? Rag is your name. Ragn? Is that it? Don't think you're called that very often. Alright, so which is quite embarrassing when you think about it. Correct. You answer another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? Look around. What's an occupation in this contest? This is for sure about your job. You know the job. Tell the voice. A class. What am I? Upper class. Not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. You're a high class scoundrel, the best of the best, and awful at everything. I'm a sneaky little rogue. I'm awful at everything. I'm a sneaky little rogue. A dashing one at that. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? Okay, so this also changes based on what in character build you go with. So that's also super cool to see because I had a slightly different build, and I'm getting very different dialogue options here, so that's really cool to see. Why all these questions? To get out the darkness. Why all these questions? This fellow wants something. No idea what though. You should probably lie. Tell him you're collecting taxes or something. That'd be fun. I'm a thief collector. To get out of the darkness. Keep looking for a way out. No reply. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. This is the setup. Has to be. It is the Asgalis. Yes, they were decent. Possibly. It is the duty of the powerful to lead. That is you, no one else. We've moved beyond the bounds of dictators. We are free to make our own choices thanks to revolutionary free striders. Elections are exhausting. It hides in the back of your skull the fact that you are bound to be a nationalist. It frightens you the pressure. I'm going to do the free striders, especially considering that's our best stat, so I'm going to go with that. Dexterity, peace, prosperity, and fraternity. We're going to be rich. The voice is fading. This is the end, the final question. How did you die? Now's your chance to break free. I fell into divinity. She took me whole. I am not dead. I am not dead. This is a cool little cinematic opening to the game. So I'm gonna let this ride. Especially really good music, man. That's some good music. Shout outs to Raw Fury for making a one-of-a-kind classic. It's beautiful. It's awesome people worked on this. Esoteric Ebb. Love to see it. Very cool opening. It's gonna fade down to us down here. I'll let it do some of its zoom and then I'm gonna speed that up. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Was that a crustacean? What was that? Crazy little guy scurrying off. And who's that over there? They look like a zombie. And why is there a mountain of apples? What is going on? I have all the questions, none of the answers. What is happening? A fresh start. Get up. Your body aches. It's stiff, as if you've slept for days. Don't sleep in armor, dumbass. Ready for your glorious quest to continue? Look around you. A circular stone chamber, storage for apples and corpse. Those piles of apples, is this Tolstad? I see apples and corpse. Get the fuck out of here now. Check your stuff. What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform, panic sweat, no spellbook, no mace, face it, you've been robbed, your legs shaking, tears begin to form, deep breaths, your belongings are surely here somewhere. Wait, what's this? What's this about a quest? Oh yes, a quest. You're on a quest to save the city. Interact with the highlighted words to receive glorious entry. Earth be blessed. Save the city. Yes, save it with the jaws of democracy. Save the city. Yes, save it from the jaws of... Wait. Yes, save it from the jaws of democracy. Do I remember every... Democracy. Not sure. Do you have some sort of amnesia? No. Just remember it. Your thoughts are scattered, but your memory's intact. Okay, but what's the quest again? You got a job. The tea shop. Tea shop. Yes, the tea shop that blew up. Just a job? Oh, yes, I've done this before. Well, maybe not this particular job. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earth Guard militia service as well as a few years at the towers. Rogue sorcery was not your main subject, but yes, you've read a lot about these types of fiery events. They are not too common these days, however, this incident does not appear overly complex. Quests, I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. Wait, how much time do I have until the election day, which is 5 days? The patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor the request. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make choices and dialogues. So to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop, more or less. But you got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's also bullshit politics involved here. You'll love it. Can I think about this first? Time is limited. Oh, you feel dizzy. The weight of the Earth Guard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches. You must consume an apple now. There are many apples here. And corpse. What the hell is this place? If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. This will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. I'm so confused. Okay, thank you, voices in my head. We're gonna leave it there. Alright, we get a cloak. This cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. Oh, an Earthguard cloak add-on. Has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't, this thing is disgusting. Weigh it in your hands, it is heavy. Wring out the water. Filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It's still quite wet. Should I wear this? No, of course you should wear it. A hood is the perfect tool for any decent rogue or ne'er-do-well. So what if it's a little damp? You have to wear it. I mean, I'm a rogue, so let's wear it. You reach for your fancy pouch. Despite everything, you are now a rogue. Thank you for choosing this class 2 times. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. I really love the pouch of holding. Yes, very lucky. This kind of magic item can go upwards of 10,000 crowns. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state, treated as such. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Now go on, your cloak. Now go, put your cloak on and rob some relocate some resources. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores. Alright, goodness gracious. The voices in my head are already driving me crazy. Alright, that's a voting card. Let's open this. Let's examine that. You pick up the surprisingly thick piece of paper with a shaking hand. The card is slightly torn and has clearly been drenched at some point. On top of it, it says Ross Court in big bold lettering. 5 days remaining. Oh, right, there's an election. Oh, it was nice to not think about it for once. You've been prepared all your life for this. It's time for change, Barry. Useless. You never had one of these before. Neat. Very neat. Finally, your voice will be heard, along with every other idiot in Norvik. How does this thing work? After you pick up at the district office, you only need to check the box of one of the 5 parties. Then you deliver an election to the polling place. Although in your case, you'd need to write the name of the party you want in the corner along with the signature, since you filled out every box like an idiot. If you really believe in democracy, you should make sure not to lose it. Look at the list of parties: Nationalist Party of Norvik, Free Striders Revolutionary Party, the Asgalis, the Workers' Party, the Arranrian Rural Party, or Argrarian, Rural Party, and then the Arcanus Party of Magic. And finally, the last box doesn't say anything. This is where you can put whatever you want. Just leave it empty for an vote. The box next to each party is filled with a smudged check mark, including the last one. Smart move. No one can get mad if you vote for every party. Idiotic. You need to pick a side and stick with it. Your honor is on the line. You should jump ship to the winner. That's the freedom. Are all these parties great? I know what's about already. No. Are these all the parties? No. There are about a dozen other large parties in Norvik. Most of them have been submerged over the last few years, just as the Civic League of Progressives, the Torch Union, Order of Scales, Hinduist Party, and various guild parties. The Argarians and Arcanists are the only ones who have not joined a larger party or fallen aside. Good to know. Alright. Let's get in there. Then we can listen to this. You stare at the blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. Sir, you can't sleep down here. Check under the rag. Underneath you find the cold corpse of a human. Look over him. You find hair, pale skin. He's got a beard too. He was alive once. Mid-40s, factory worker. Eskani blood. His complexion shows nearly no decay. Most likely under the effect of a preserving spell. Yeah, this guy looks fresh. Like he could just sit up and talk to you. The DC difficulty class of dice choice is determined by how challenging the roll will be for you. If you select a dice choice, you then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher as the dice choice, then you succeed. Examine him closer. I'm good with corpse. Let's try examining him closer. We get 12. Let's go. First dice roll. Works out. There's something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Look close, but do not move the course. Lean in and look closer. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker. Leather his skin. Cause of death appears to not be directly visible. No blunt trauma either. Considering his age and shape of his body, this man most likely died of a common disease or internal failure. That's pretty broad and vague. Unless you're willing to start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except what? There's also markings on the right leg. A circle with a cross inside of it. 3-headed pieces. 3-headed piece, you recall. This is a marking of PR, potential revivification. Oh right, this guy can be revived. Seems so. He most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. However, he clearly did not have an RF, a revive fund, nor did he have family members with enough ready cash, or perhaps he was just an unlikable fellow. Who knows? Fair enough. We cover up the course one more. Should I cast Revivify on this guy? Potentially yes, although the question is more akin to why should you? A 3rd level spell slot is a valuable resource. Why waste on some blue collar corpse? Why is he here? This is a morgue, a Lichhouse, clearly. The apples make it hard to believe, but yeah, must have been one hell of a deal to put those two together. Alright. A sealed vase that's marked as organ disposal. This one's labeled miscellaneous? I don't know. Cool, there's some incense in there. Alright, the runes. Shrine of Earth. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The colors faded. The monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity, and worse, it's covered in rotten animals. The sacred shrine left in its state, it's an insult to Earth and all of its people. Indeed, yet you are very aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth Dream afloat. The city is lost, but it is not yet. Lost. How poetic. You're also aware the city is very much in need of change. Change from what? An honorable lifestyle, a peaceful city for humans to prosper in? Change from stagnation and a mire of decay. Earth's crusade brought triumph. The corruption brought after his fall is due to exactly that kind of filthy rhetoric. You're certainly allowed to be wrong in your opinion here. Stop complaining, it won't solve anything. This gives me a headache. True, but you must stay vigilant. Do not let free schreiderism destroy your way of life. More like, don't stand in the way of your people's prosperity, you stubborn idiot, you greedy filth. This gives me a headache. Politics is exhausting. Stop complaining, it won't solve. Oh no, I accidentally clicked that again. Alright, remove the apples. It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples from the front. Small improvement, but big in heart. Alright, are these little things are still around, and remnant of the blindness and decay, hard to let go of old pride, but progress will lead the way. Can I pray here? To what exactly? To Earth, of course. Earth, I need to pray to Earth. You may pray as you wish. Shrine, towers of Earth, cast a spell. You must prepare at the shrines. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogue. Each cast expends one spell slot, corresponding level. Let's prepare our spells, and we got the Cure Wounds spell, so that's the only one we'll do. And then I could still pray here as well. Alright, I reached Tranquility. Contemplate the tea shop now. Tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor energies were reported. Your goal is sent to the tea shop and investigate it properly. Contemplate the election. First election, your vote won't matter. Your vote will be the most important of all. Contemplate your class. Identity is not easy. It's everything from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be the first step. Alright, Shield of Faith. Let's go check that out. Let's consume the apple. Consume the apple. Nice. Alright, 5 out of 6 now. Shield of Faith. So let's go back to here. Let's prepare spells. And let's prepare the Shield of Faith as well. Nice. Grab that. We'll immediately use that to heal to full. Let's steal the tooth off of this guy. Nice. Think that worked out. Oh no, a failure. With your fingers fumbling about your mouth, your grip over the fancy magical tooth slips. Oh, and bro attacks me. Ouch. You're extinguishing, move your hand away, but he still gets a quick nibble in. You're in his mouth. Take a step back and leave. I'm fighting this stupid thing. Okay. This is a reanimated corpse. Alright, let's attack it. Encounters are turn-based, where each participant takes turns at rolling dice and take actions. During your turn, you have to perform one dice action as well as cast one spell you're choosing in order to determine by an initiative roll. Don't let this shambler get the jump on you. Oh, what was that? What was that? Oh my, we both rolled terribly. Fight, you're quick, you got this. Okay, could just shove him. We want the lowest. Hold up a close fist and say, we're very high on. Oh my god. Okay, we barely got that. Goodness. Alright, so hold up a close fist and say, here, look at this. Then quickly try to trip him. Your sneaky maneuver works. The zombie turns his gaze towards your fist. Then, with a quick whack, you get him to stumble backwards. There you go. The slow zombie just stands there. No. He's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. The undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to the innocents. So we're gonna grab him. Bam, that worked out. So, alright, you successfully grab his arms. Your thick, gloved hands wrap around his frail wrists and keep them stable. He's not getting away now. His neck snaps around the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you really pissed him off, you can tell. He's such a people person. Alright, I took a little bit more damage though. He bites down on you hard. It hurts even through the armor. This ends now, your final chance. Oh, I need a 12. Alright, since I already grabbed him, this should work out. No, that wasn't enough. What? Did I just die to this? Did I just knock him out? No, your powerful iron felt seemingly gets no weight behind it. As it hits the zombie's hide, it feels like it's hitting a damn wall. Alright, that did kill me. Alright, so we gotta roll 3 greens. Alright, we rolled the 3 greens to not die here. There's no way I'm getting killed. You hit a bad angle of its protruding rib cage. Great job. Zombie appears on moves as it stumbles backwards. It's no longer hostile to you. Oh, it's probably ordered not to harm unless threatened. It means it no longer sees you as a threat. Hilarious. This fight is over for now. Oh no. I still need it out the way. I wanna go by here. Okay, so I actually just can't get by that guy. That's crazy. He messed me up and now I can't get by him. Alright, does this heal me? No, it doesn't. Alright, so I gotta find healing now. After getting pieced up by the zombie, we're gonna go upstairs. That did not go well at all. Alright, bro says good morning, cleric. The red eye of earth. Jordan left his mark across the bands. Today is universal sign of magic. Alright, the book is ruined. Most of the pages, while dry, have been completely drenched in salt water. It's absolutely and completely ruined. Only a few pages of the soggy, brachinish papyrus pages are readable. They appear to contain some type of undecipherable symbols. Askany writing of the most basic kind. Wait, oh no, someone has attempted to dry this to the best of their abilities. No, no, no. By Earth. Phoenix Folio updated. This is your prayer book. So many hours wasted. You would have to rebind the whole thing. That'd be expensive. Let's get our hands on a new one. A chant book is about to sustain humidity, not underwater erosions. You shall protect the Earth's chants more carefully. What a disgrace. Alright, they're yelling at me. The stone slabs are designed to slide along the iron beams. Interesting. Very interesting. Could take the shard of Jor. Take this. Right there. And then let's talk to this guy. Visken, local mortician. The Pellman sits hunched over a stack of forms, busy at work, his pencils slowly filling out line after line. On the top paper you see an icon of a serpentine drake, a great perch. These are official documents of the city. This is the great perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Visken, local entrepreneur and proprietor of the Lichhouse. It appears you don't really belong here, but if there's anything I can do, cleric, just know. Just let me know. He smiles at you. His smile causes you to stir deep feelings of unease, as if it is almost there, but just not quite. I have a lot of questions, perfectly understandable. I'm afraid to say you've been through quite a lot of turmoil, Clement. Tell me everything. Of course, it must be confusing. To tell you the truth, some fishermen brought you here last night. They'd caught you in the net, took you for a corpse, so the river take ye. Not that I blame them, you weren't exactly in prime condition. You quite literally live in this filthy uniform. No wonder they thought you were dead. Alright. Where can I find these fishermen? He ponders your question. But perhaps Water Lane? That's just a guess, a good guess. Lots of boaters hang there, either that or the local tavern. I hope you find them. How did I end up in the river? Not a river, the river. I'm afraid I don't know much at all. Perhaps you fell off one of the bridges of Tolstad. There are 7 bridges over River Torna connecting Tolstad to the rest of the city. Sounds like the start of a great drinking story. Then I woke up in a Lichhouse tale. Yeah. You don't have a lot of those, so that's good. I would never fall. Must have been an attempted assassination. How awful. Who were those fishermen? River guilders. I believe they did not look like poachers, so so my guess would be that. So I am in fact alive. Pellman stops for a moment. He looks you up and down. Yes, I believe you are. I have more questions. So that's way too high. I cannot roll a 32. So there's a zombie in your basement. No. Oh, how quaint. What a weird response. That's not an appropriate response. Sure, why is it there? We're closely connected to the city below. The undead seemingly wander as they please. A quick moment in the lower left cheek. His expression actually changed. Don't trust his words. However, have to have this. I will take this up with Lady Sageleaf. I pay good crowns for HWBT protection. Wait, no, I don't actually believe you. I'm gonna say that. What do you mean, cleric? You're a criminal harboring zombie workers. You need to be punished. The zombie is clearly working for you. You're doing something weird. Zombie's clearly working for you. This is illegal. I greatly apologize for putting you in this situation. It is my neglect that led to the undead creature entering the tower. I'll make sure to tighten up security in the future. No, you're... Ots. Well, do a clean sweep of the basement this evening. Get ready. The kobold gives a screech yell. Yes, master. I will also make sure to report this to the HBT and the militia. He won't let you get a word in. Amazing. He's trying to say... I'm trying to say you need to pay for it. You're clearly doing something. Trying to say you need to pay for it. Of course. I'll make sure to ask for a thorough inspection by the PCG. The Pellman is twisting the entire situation smart. If there's anything unbecoming about this business here, it shall be uncovered and unveiled. Holy shit. He just keeps going. Thank you very much for your service, cleric. It's because of great men like you the city still stands. I'm sure a good word to the patriarch will assure a promotion of some kind as well, especially with the great work you're doing at the tea shop. Alright, so what can I actually get? Alright, so we're going to try to resist his incredible oratory power. Oh, we just barely felt that. As the Pellman blabbered on, you attempt to gather your thoughts and make some kind of point. Come on, just open your mouth, say something, damn it. I think that I agree, and whatever compromise we end up on, I feel lucky to have had your expertise on this day. Who knows what could have happened otherwise. Stop muttering, just say it. Yo, I'm trying to stop yelling. Your screech echoes through the chamber. For the first time, you see a genuinely baffled expression appear on his face. He starts staring at you a few seconds in compliment and says, Cleric, with all due respect, perhaps you should see a professional. Okay, we don't die there. His comment hits you hard soul. Your legs are shaking. I require your assistance. Of course, cleric. Anything for the city? I don't know where to go. You called me cleric. I did, yes, because you are a cleric. Don't make an ass of yourself. Too late for that. We'll give it away. I am the cleric. Good for you. An example of sarcasm thing mentioned, though. I'd ask what type of cleric you are. If you're a clergyman, you might run congregation. Holy men on his mission, then there are clerics of bureaucratic variety, city officials speaking of religious state. Rules are meant to be broken. You're some stiff councilman. No, I'm a basic cleric. No, I am the chosen one. The Pellman stops and wonders, chosen for what? To save the world. An eyebrow raised, almost like he takes your statement seriously. What a good person you are. Good luck with that. You are cleric. Good luck with that. I don't know where to go. Spellcasting quite a bit. If he knows more than you, then it can be useful to listen. My prayer book is ruined. Yes, I noticed. When you spoke with Shine down in the water lane view, bookbinder will cost you. He could fix it up. Obviously, you need your faith to cast spells. Teach me magic. Sadly, don't have time after election. Make time if you're interested. Okay. Alright, Charm Person. Okay, so we got the new spell Charm Person. He did teach us that. Truly diabolical spells. The tower teach only to higher tier spellcasters, usually despite its first level. There's a great shortcut to charming people, although you gotta be careful with the fallout if you care about such things. Okay. Alright, while exploring the city, we can now run. I'm gonna leave that little guy alone. Cause he seems threatening with his bow and arrow, and I really just need food. I need food pretty bad. Alright, here we are. Men at work beneath Asgal's green banner. This is an esoteric effect in place. Stop rainwater. Okay. Little dwarf guys. More incense. I need food, man. Alright, on the edge of the ruinous amphitheater, you see an orc sitting on one of the many loosened stone blocks. It looks like she's waiting on something or someone. Exuding an air of authority around her, the large woman gives you a wry smile, and tusks are gleaming. Not just physically imposing, the orc knows how to exert power in other ways as well. What's this? How often we get Earth Guard around here? I'm sure you walk around like a damn advertisement with those drab uniform. With this drab uniform, she Presents her palm to you. Vyra is my name. I'm a second-in-command guild agent of Tolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a free strider. Make sure she knows you're a cleric. I could say I'm Ron. Yeah, let's do that. Hello, Ron. She shoots you a smile, waiting patiently for you to say something. I'd like to know more about you. Let's start with her. Where are you from? She doesn't answer you at first. Instead, she looks away for a moment and smirks. You mean because I'm an orc, I can't be Norvikian, she says, looking at you with a stern expression. I didn't mean it like that. She laughs. I know, don't worry. I'm from Blood City Bay. I ran with the war bands when I was a little girl. She could crush your skull with ease, and that's a bad thing. Took me all the way around the coast, she explains, far from cursed plains of Feltyre. We were hired around the Third Revolutionary War in Reeds. When it was over, I stayed behind. As she speaks, you see her eyes glimmer. Those were the days. Okay, what's it like being an orc in Norvik? My kind are quite rare, so she mumbles, her gaze drawing off the horizon. The occasional comment does sting a bit. I've gotten used to it. How nice of you to ask. I'm not. Yes, I'm a wonderful person. I know what it's like to be discriminated against. You do. I'll be damned if you don't mind me asking how exactly. Members of the Holy River Order are a minority in the city. Technically true. Best kind of true. She laughs and sighs. Earthguard, you truly are an enigma. You truly are an enigma. Oh my god, I almost threw up trying to say that. You are a strong and physically opposing woman. Attempt to flirt. So we're going for the flirt, boys. She covers her mouth, tusk with the hand. You got one shot. She's bedazzled by your confidence. Don't fuck this up. Do it. Climb the mountain. Tell her when business is settled, you'd like to take her out on a date. When business is settled, I'd like to take you to dinner. Bet you can carry me around like a straw. You have nice tusks. Let's do the nice tusks. Thank you. How nice of you to notice. She's definitely trying not to laugh. It wasn't very bling treasure of you. Sweat trimmers, be wary. This could end very badly. So we're gonna go for this. She's thoroughly entertained by your antics, but we do have the +1 because we're exhausted. Let's try it. We don't get it. We don't get it. We don't get it. Your mind is blank. Literally, there's nothing that comes apart from the bare desires of that aspect of your psyche. Don't talk. I suppose it's time to let it rip. Just go wild. I don't care. There's nothing that can be done anyway. Orc women are better than human women. Do you want to wrestle me? Remember, go down on your knees, please. Oh my god. I'll just say that. As the phrase leaves your lips, you feel the world collapsing around you. You somehow both discovered something deep within yourself and revealed it to a stranger in one fell swoop. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Oh, I take a hit. Alright, we're dying again. We're dying again. And we're saved. This doesn't feel good. Vyra looks at you with mouth agape, clearly unsure how to handle it. You've left me speechless. She claps her hands. Well done. Not often that happens. Now, we're done with that. Do you have anything else to ask? Compose yourself. Yeah. I had more to ask. What's the deal with the dwarves? Oh, damn. Complicated as anything. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting. So it sucks the freaking flirt failed so miserably. Whatever. Let's get information on what's going on here. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my precious day if it wasn't for them. But in short, they're holding an unlawful assembly and they won't let me look at the document proving it. Not frustrating at all. She says and winks at you. She telegraphs her sarcasm heavily. This is useful when communicating with slower individuals. Explain to me in detail from the top. It's just an inconvenience. These lovely, so we got the circle square conflict. These lovely Asgalis have decided by themselves to hold a rally here on this lovely little circle square. Unfortunately, they needed permission of the public gathering or a PPG. A PPG needs to be approved by the district council. You do not have a proper PPG. You pick up on her word. Proper. What does that entail? Proper. Circle conflict updated. She scoffs. It's marked for a week at least. It has expired. But can you believe her? And you're just sitting here because simply, really, these dwarfs are ignoring my call to disperse. So I'm here as a witness. If they do not leave by sundown, they will be fined or arrested. Why don't you just come back at sundown? I would if it wasn't for the fact that I need to witness the entirety of the trespassing. Since they were served during the morning, if they do not disperse by sundown, they will be inflicted with an entire day's worth of fines. I have I'd have an assistant secretary to it, but we're stretched thin with the election coming up. No, I'll just sit here and smile politely. You catch a tired frown slip past her facade. Nod and look away, she laughs. Now you're acting like a true city official. Ha, trouble would at least be exciting. This is just dull. If only I could get my hands on those PPT documents and I could simply hand them over to the city and go home early. The orc sighs. Sorry, I've got a lot on my plate. She's hamming it up. To get your symphony, truly an amazing actress, you need to help her. If you get her this PPG thing, then it's a pretty easy way to clean this mess. I'll solve this. Wouldn't that be something that you could just swoop in and save the day? That's what I'll do. I'm a hero, you see. She laughs. You are indeed. She keeps laughing. Alright, can I talk to these dwarfs and figure that out now? I'm not trying to die, bro. Okay, this gives me 3 HP. We have to eat that. Can't even think about it. We're gonna add this. What else do we got here? Don't need that yet. This gives us extra intelligence, so we could equip that. Alright, let's talk to bro. Around the amphitheater scene, you see a number of dwarves hard at work. They're constructing a banner of some kind carrying a bright green flag, the banner of Azel the Fool. One of the dwarves stands to face you with a furrowed brow. He appears to be in a staring contest with the orc on the other side of the theater. Oi, Mr. Cityman, he calls out as you approach. We've made it clear already, we're not moving, not one bit. He shoots you a shit-eating grin. There's no way to greet the cleric of Norvik. Oh, is that so? Guessing I'm supposed to grovel. That'd be nice, thanks. You are no longer a rogue. Instead, you are now a cleric. Oh, I didn't want to change course. Oh, no. I wanted to stay a rogue. The dwarf glares at you. No, I don't see why. You heard the other dwarf laughing behind you. Nothing illegal going on. Nothing at all. Great. I was worried there for a second. Nothing illegal, huh? I don't care. I want a higher mission. Nothing illegal, huh? We have papers. Nothing illegal at all. This might be one of those kind of illegal but also not sort of situations. One of the older dwarves spits on the ground next to him. You even know you're talking to, child. This here be Osfos of Bon Imvers, a foreman in the Aslif movement of Norvik. He's done more good than all of the Earthguard combined. A true speaker of Asgal. Damn, that's a good luck. You're a celebrity? Okay, sure. I have some questions for you lads. Damn, that's a lot of good. Simi exaggerates. He gives the other dwarfs the stink eye. I'm also not in any way proud of my heritage. No notability is just a poisonous hierarchy. Typical talking points. He grins. I just wanted to make that clear. Don't mention the whole noble thing. It'll just piss him off unless you want that. You boys setting up a play or something? A play? He spits on the ground. We're holding a rally for the cause. This evening workers across Tolstad will gather to hear the word of Asgal. He turns around the orc and no one's going to stop it. You hear laughing coming from across the theater. Papers, Osfos. He grumbles and turns back to you. So what do you want? You seem a bit stressed. No, don't you say. His words drip with the acid from a green deer, and it is forenoon to get the lads together, and when we arrive, that accursed woman is standing there. The dwarf shudders. She starts complaining. He reaches for something in his pocket and takes out some documents. We've shown her the papers, and the papers are no good, she says. Bah! Real convenient, I say. Circle square conflict. No, there's nothing wrong with these papers. We are in our rights to speak out against tyrants. They sure are playing a game they can't win. Check the papers. The dwarfs are screwed up somewhere. So she's wrong about the documents? Of course she is. She's a liar, and that one a filthy liar. Alright, Mouthful nods and grunts. Terrible liar. Can't even get the words out. Can I see the papers? He gives his companions a glance. Why? Construct an argument. Let's try it. Let's go. Let's go. Just tell him you're an expert and that you're on their side. I'm an expert. Are you now? Yes, I'm also on your side. He repeats louder. Are you now? Now hit him with, I'm your best shot at getting out of this. The dwarf grumbles. His eyes go from you to the orc behind you. Fine. The dwarf sides and grabs something in his pocket. Nice. Gain the PPG, hands over the scroll. I trust you with this document, Cinnamon. Oh boy, if you hand those to the orc, this could all be over right now. Tell us we're in the wrong, I dare you. Perhaps you're not. The older dwarf joins in. Take a step back and check it out. Let's see what's actually going on. You can examine certain items in your inventory to access unique dialogue. Alright, let's check it out. Go to our inventory. It's quite light. Some kind of magazine paper. Unrolling it reveals a short statement about a political rally at the circle. Permission of public gathering accepted. It says in big letters at the bottom, followed by a signature. Tolstad, Magistrate Nicholas Darrow. The actual text uses an archaic and typically bureaucratic writing style. Examine it in detail. Let's try it. We get it. We get it. You scan the text again, checking for spelling and phrasing terminology. It's perfect, not a single error except the date. It says the rally is supposed to be held on the 16th. The document is perfectly legal, but it's expired. You sense a falter now, so the dwarfs can be negotiated with now, but it helps if he sees you as an ally. Hey, he says, leaning in, what do you expect me to do, huh? These boys are counting on me. Leave them be, why not? They'll be chased away eventually, not your problem. Show him why. It's in his best interest to leave. Let's try it. Let's go. No, we had -1 on that. You search the possible things you could say and narrow down. The dwarf, complete asshole, and you should treat him as such. Please leave. Frown menacingly. The dwarfs laugh. I said big words. I've said it once and I'll say it again. We're not leaving. Oh. Check the papers that are expired. They are indeed expired and invalid. Wait, they let you check the papers. Aren't you a smooth talker? If you could get them to me, that'd be quite the favor. Should I hand her the PPG thing I got? I do want to help in any way, shape, or form. Yes, she would surely reward you for it. With the documents in hand, she could simply hand it over to the magistrate office and let them deal with it. Could be a good idea. Here you go. No, there must be a way to get rid of the dwarfs. I'm just gonna do it. What? She mumbles in her eyes. The papers? I'll be damned. How'd you get your hands on these? None of your business. Intrigued. They trusted me with them. They did? By the gods, aren't they, Nanny? She stands up, her figure towering over you, then she gives you a nod before walking over to the dwarves. She holds out the documents. I believe you're missing some. Steps to future Jaja. How did you, the dwarves, glow over to you? Your face is red. You just made an enemy for life. You, the Kraken! Are you really going to waltz into jail? Sentence Azov? Would you rather just walk away? The dwarf glares at Vira's smug expression. Fine! The dwarf roars and looks like he's about to charge at the orc. Foreman, the older dwarf, orders, "Bah, boys, pack it up." Vira standing by, a grin on her face. Dwarves quickly scurry off with their stuff. As the circle grows quiet, she turns to face you. You made a friend today, human. She pats your shoulder and tells you, when you have time, come visit the trade post down at the water valve. We'll see if there's anything the Ascani Reeds Trade Company can do for you. Finally, it's just over with. Finally, it's just you here. Well done. Having the free shredders on your side will be highly beneficial. Quest complete. Oh, and they left a tool. Let's go. Let's go. Simple hammer. Let's equip that. Nice. Alright, well that got dealt with. Pretty crazy. I'm gonna ignore this demon guy for now. I do need to find a shrine. This looks like one. Let's organize our spells, or prepare our spells. So we got the Charm a Person spell. It's going to be nice to have as an option later. Can't talk to them. I can talk here. We find a goblin standing at the tip of Tolstad. His clothes are fit for a Reedsian trader. His haircut is fit for an Ascani nobleman, a superficial fellow. The goblin cares much about its looks. You catch him immediately glancing at your outfit. Let me guess, you're a cleric. Taking you for granted, this goblin needs to learn humility. No, I'm not. No, alright, then fuck off. I think actually He groans and looks back at you. I was kidding, I actually am a cleric. Hilarious. Shakes his head. I'm Snell, runner, handler of the HWBT. Old lady's been waiting for you. This old lady must be his chieftain, the matriarch of his tribe. You should greet him properly. Give him a traditional goblin salute. Squat down. Hello, goblin. Nice to meet you, Snell. Perform a traditional goblin salute. You raise your arms up into the air as one should when greeting an uncivilized tribal goblin. What the fuck are you doing? Cleric, what are you doing? Shake your head a little, not feeling it? Don't you understand I'm respecting your culture, Goblin? The Goblin does not respond, nor does he raise his arms. Instead, he simply stares at you. His expression speaks of pain. Please, cleric, stop it. You feel great shame. The dragon's waiting, and trust me, you don't want to disappoint her. Is she spooky? I'm not afraid of her. Tell me more about this lady. Sure, for starters, she's the most powerful woman in Norvik, and considering there was an explosion yesterday right in the middle of her territory, I think it's about time you do your damn job, cleric. Okay, leave me to her and move on. Good. But just to make it clear, some ground moves. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges. And he grins, showing off the polished fangs. Enjoy the garden, cleric. The goblin scurries down the stairs. He seems to be in a hurry. This dragon sounds dangerous. Keep track of her fangs. She's just another warlord fighting over scraps. Don't let her get to you. Tell her what she wants to hear and you'll be fine. You look over the river. The cold, Askany wind seeps through the cracks of the helmet. Earth be blessed. He is always with you. You do follow him down the stairs. Do so with great stride. Yeah, sure. Okay, it's the Goblin Garden. That's crazy. Oh, there we go. You approach the throne. The sprites flutter, their glow illuminating the trunk of this tree below, its roots reaching far below, its branches holding the dirt ceiling above. Oh goodness, Lady Sageleaf. On the throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirks as bright as it is threatening. And so this is the dragon, yes, I can see it. Her glare is magnificent, cleric of Norvik, of earth and river. Her shrill voice echoes out through the chamber. She's talking to you, you're the cleric. Great observation. I was assured by your masters, the top brass of the palace itself. Her voice causes you to shiver. They told me a cleric of the highest standing would arrive within the hour, so tell me, human, diminish just control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late, only been like a day. Tread lightly, you need her on your side. Make sure she knows you're on hers. Every word you say here could be a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. It's only been a day. My apologies, lady. My masters are idiots, but I'm here now, don't worry. Apologies, lady. Her frown turns into a weary expression, whatever. You're dancing on fine line. Hers is a frightful presence. Do not become frightened. You can't take this much longer. You need to get out of here. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. You brace your entire being as you meet her glare. With trembling inwards, you resist. Such an incredible aura emanating? I don't know that word. From this creature. It must be esoteric in nature. She lifts her chin. You stand good. The dragon leans in her armchair, letting out an exhausted groan. It is vexing to watch my shrieks descend so far. And are you even aware, cleric? A local business caught up in inferno in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. The way she says that causes you to tremble. And yet, Magistrate Darrell, she spits out the name like it's a curse word. He alone believes the Halfway Bridge tribe does not have jurisdiction over this particular location. Her anger is pure and intense. She's trying to reel it in. Where is your usual jurisdiction, and where is the tea shop located? Why does Darrell say that? Magistrate speaks for the city. She claps her hands together. See, this is what I've been dealing with. Blind faith in a failing system. She lets out a frustrated groan. Feels like the roar of a lion. Does Darrell say that? She glares at you. It is, or was, rented out in the corner of Central Fort, just above the holes next to the pillar. She snaps her fingers towards the goblin to her right. This means it's part of the core foundation of this island fortress. Therefore, the property is legally an underground rental unit, he says, bowing his head, lady. My people have been handling that damned crow's contract for years, but no. Suddenly, when the entire unit goes up in flames, that's when my people no longer have the right to enter the premise, to deal with it, to clean up even. No, suddenly it's the city's business and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, plain and simple. That's one hell of an accusation. Don't slander. Sounds shady. Her sharp glare stabs you. Normal business in Norvik. And don't get me started on the actual effect this has on my people. Snail, she says, and beckons towards the comely goblin. He approaches the roots and takes a bow. Lady Sageleaf. Then he turns to you. The magistrate says it was an accident involving a fireplace failure. They've yet to send anyone to actually investigate the scene. How can you know that? You should trust the magistrate. I want to check it out ourselves. You want to check it out ourselves? Of course. Lady glances at him, to which he responds by making a nervous face. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. 3 minor injuries were reported in the area. Luckily, foot traffic was low at the time of the incident, so despite the massive kaboom, no dead folks. Thank the gods. The gods, she says, her voice almost purring. I wonder. Who were the injured? We only managed to get, the star witness, we only managed to get one name in the chaos. A certain Frank, son of Frank, was said to have walked away with lesser burns. That's the sort of prefix used by Earth folk. A human, most likely. Ha, that ain't a real name. He was apparently dressed in a fancy yellow outfit, whatever that means. Beyond that, we have some conflicting accounts. One person said, quote, he looked like one of those dungeoneers you hear, a real adventuring man, end quote. Another said he was looking to get out of trouble, heading right down the stairs to Waterlane. Okay, so we got a lead on who might have exploded, or at least a witness who could help us figure out who exploded this damn tea shop. Either he went down to the dungeons or to Waterlane. Got it. And remember, he's wearing yellow. He's got style. Frank, son of Frank. Yeah. The goblin knows it's fake, but it's their only lead. Let's go to the work of rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. A spell would indeed be the only logical answer for the destruction. I will bring justice to Norvis. Rogue spellcaster, isn't there an anti-magic task force we can call? Can't he deal with it? I certainly hope so. The lady clears her throat loudly. Everyone holds their breath when she speaks. Dragon of Tolstad completed. I formally declare a joint venture. The Halfway Bridge tribe and the Earth Guard city clerics shall investigate the tea shop on Pillar Road and bring justice to those who seek to harm the peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage, and the words seep out of her maw, burning the air. Every goblin in the chamber looks upon her in awe. She is theirs to serve. The dragon has spoken, so this is about revenge, not sodomly. Revenge, no. A gardener does not seek revenge upon the hell slain. They're simply eradicated. This is about keeping the peace, nothing more. Snell, she says, waving him towards you. Yes, Layla, she says, bowing his head. You're the handler of this. You've worked on it since the explosion. You know more than anyone. He caught the goblin trying to stop a grin from spreading across his face. Oh la la, complimented by his queen. I want you to represent the tribe in the venture. His face lights up. A goblin and a cleric. Together you shall have access to both upper and lower Tolstad. You're going to have the pretty boy around. Damn, I thought this was going to be fun. Do not disappoint, Snell. Yes, Lady Sageleaf, your will be done. Evil force at work will be vanquished. The mystery of the tea shop shall be uncovered. At your service, Lady Sageleaf. She grins. Yes, you are. Snell takes a step forward. First priority is the tea shop. You need to gain access. Your new goblin companion gives you a quick wave. Let's go, cleric. Snell has joined as a companion. You can speak to him if you need help finding your way across Tolstad. For as much as she told you there's a danger you're missing here, you should investigate the tea shop thoroughly. And we should also look for that witness. How do I gain access to the tea shop? Talk to the boss, Darrow. Or I guess he's not your direct boss or whatever, but you'll need to get an audience with him if you want to get inside the shop. Should we also look for the witness? Yeah, our Frank dressed in yellow. He winces. Gods, that's funny. Either over on Waterlane or down the city below. Okay, right. And where's the tea shop again? The goblin size. You know the massive pillar reaching endlessly into the sky? Yeah, just west of that. Pillar, cool, got it. Are you being sarcastic? No, not at all. Let's go. Alright. Level advancement, select. Oh, nice. Nice. Reach level 2. Oh, and I get to choose what gets boosted. Nice. Oh, okay, I can like make adjustments. Okay. I say I have that like 1 extra point. Okay, I see. Let's throw it into wisdom. Let's call it a day. Thank you all so much for tuning in into this first showcase of Esoteric Ebb. There's so much more to this game. It's gonna take a while to truck through, but dang, that was a good start. Really interesting stories going around with the goblins and the different classes and all the political stuff going on, and how everyone kind of has a little bit of interesting kind of conflict amongst themselves and enemies. So really cool universe, lots of lore getting dropped in this early episode. I'm really looking forward to jumping back into this and diving deeper into everything that's going on here and trying my best not to die, because it's really easy to die in this game. Really fun showcase. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely leave that like I said earlier, if you vibed out. Appreciate your time. I'll see you on the next one. For now, that's all from me. Peace out.